It's hard for me to imagine that he's not going to be in our lives. To know that he's never coming back, that we'll, you know, he'll never get married, he'll never have kids, he'll never travel, he'll never have, you know, the experiences that humans have, and then we're not a part of that anymore. That's all just lost. So we just miss the way he was, and it's terribly, terribly hard.
Step out of the car now. That's a lawful order. Step out of the car, you'll be removed from the vehicle. Step out now. You don't need to be terrified. We're out here to try and help you and have a conversation, okay?
From what I understand, he was just really scared, and he phoned up for help. And I don't know, I mean, you know, I really don't know what was going on there, other than that he got stuck with his car. And
so this police video that's gone around the world now, I guess, can you not bring yourself to watch that?
Absolutely not. No way, no. I mean, it'll be the last thing I see when I die, if I watch that. It's not something I think I will ever be able to watch. You know, this is very much a mental health problem for me and my wife, right? To have your son murdered like that. You know, we struggle with sleep, we struggle with all these sorts of things, and things, you know, anything like that. Even just reading, like I haven't read the indictment, and I'm worried there might be too many details in there. You know, they've just got to be very careful what we watch.
How do you feel about those two officers, particularly the one that pulled the trigger?
Well, I can't understand it. It's inhuman. From what I understand, just an unbelievable cruelty and inhumanness that they exhibited. Total disregard for human life. Total disregard for the consequences of what they're doing. Total misunderstanding of, I mean, what on earth were they trying to achieve, other than to kill my son? It's really hard to make sense of it, honestly. There has to be accountability. You know, if you murder somebody, you have to be held accountable. We cannot allow, just because you're a police officer, oh, it's okay, yeah, you can do that. Now, I understand there are justified killings, and I get all of that, right? People in the commission of a crime and so on, sure. This is not that, and people in Colorado are going to have to see that this is dealt with like it should be.
Do you think it's hard for New Zealanders to get their head around that?
I don't think it would have happened here.
No.
Honestly, I'm not sure if this is a policy thing or a policing thing. I think this is a human thing. I think if you got, I don't know how many police officers there are in New Zealand, but I bet you could put every single one of them in that situation in Clear Creek on that night, and Christian would have walked out alive. This is about a few bad apples in that force, and I'm sure there are many others elsewhere that they've not weeded out, and we're paying the cost for that.
All right, are we going to stand here all night? You're just going to sit
He was so kind and gentle, and he was sort of almost like the adult in the room. He was the one saying, why don't we, you know, what can we do here? What can we sort it out? Like I don't know what.
There was one guy standing on the bonnet, keeping it, you know.
Yeah, I have seen that photo. It took me a long time before I could see that photo. It's outrageous. I don't understand. I don't understand what on earth they were doing. It's clearly murder. They're clearly, the whole thing is so hard to understand. How did they think they could get away with this? I mean, is that what they thought, that they could just murder someone and get away with it? We have to, as a society, we have to say, no, you can't do that.